I booked this 2-hour tour of Stone Town with Naz based on the good reviews and the hype lived up to the billing. Naz was a very knowledgeable tour guide of all things Zanzibar and Stone Town. He knows his history and locations inside out, and if you ask a question that he doesn't know the answer to, he tried to find the answer immediately. Naz is also a good-humored, personable, and positive gentleman, and I enjoyed my time in his company. I highly recommend booking this tour. We booked this Stone Town tour specifically because of the positive reviews and were not disappointed. It was our arrival day in Zanzibar and a great opportunity to get a first impression of Stone Town. Naz addressed all our wishes and questions, explained and showed us his city in detail, and took us to some great spots. He is very personable, friendly, and reliable. He also fulfilled our requests for further excursions in Zanzibar. My husband booked a walking tour of Stone Town on our last day in Zanzibar. There were many different options to choose from, but he chose Naz as our guide. What a great choice! Incredibly engaging and knowledgeable. He showed us the sights we wanted to see, and in an incredibly engaging way, he told us everything about them. He really knows everything about Zanzibar's Stone Town. I can highly recommend a walking tour with Naz. Naz is probably one of the best guides I've had on any of my Africa trips. Not only showing you everything in Stone Town but very educated about the real history of the town and Zanzibar. He will tell you straight up if general history is true or if it's what they want you to believe, because he did a lot of research on every building and all that goes with it. I would recommend him any day if you want to get your mind blown. Naz was brilliant, engaging, very knowledgeable and funny. The pace was just right, we never felt hurried. As well as the history of Stone Town and Zanzibar, Naz was also prepared to talk about his own life and family, which we found just as interesting. This slightly shorter tour of 2.5 hours suited us very well in the heat of the afternoon. Thank you, Naz. Linda and Tony from England. We had an amazing tour with Nasser. He knew so much about the Stone Town history. We had an opportunity to visit many interesting places, even the school. He also shared with us a bit of his personal life that was very interesting to hear. At the same time, he was also interested to hear something about us, that all made us feel like we are talking with a longtime friend. Naz gave us a history lesson of Zanzibar along with sharing information about the architecture, culture and current affairs. He was very good and proud of his country. He provided us an umbrella for the rain and took us to shops that provided good value. The spice, produce, meat and fish markets were the highlights for me. I highly recommend Naz. We booked a walking tour of Zanzibar's Stone Town. There were many to choose from, but luckily we got Naz as our guide. He showed us the sites we had chosen and he gave information about all of them in a professional and enthusiastic way. This guy knows everything about Zanzibar's Stone Town. Highly recommended. The tour was amazing, and full of information. Naz was amazing as a tour guide. He knows a lot and is always ready for any questions. You could see how much he loves what he does and how much he actually also loves Zanzibar. It was a real pleasure and we really enjoyed the tour, highly recommended.